Easter's coming up.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing, I know that when you get into the holidays, you enjoy your holidays.
I like a holiday.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. And I really love Easter because I have this farm and we have 21 chickens and they produce 21 eggs every day. So we have every year an egg extravaganza.
Right. And so it sounds like you take Easter more seriously maybe than most parents. Is that fair to say? The egg tradition.
I'm into it. I'm into the eggs, and we do, egg toss and egg and spoon races. And then I was like trying to think of new games you could play with eggs. And so I went online, and there's this game you can play with tube socks. So you put up tube socks, and then you stuff as many eggs into your tube socks as possible. And then you have to run a race. And whoever ends up at the end of the race with the least amount of broken eggs wins.
That's a terrible game.
It's actually super fun because the adults get competitive, and we started to like whack at each other's shins and ankles and like grab each other and take each other down. And my friends, especially me, because I'm a little bit competitive.
You're a little competitive, yeah. And so there's just yolk flying everywhere.
I mean, literally, it is disgusting. There's eggs, and it smells like rotten eggs for about 3 weeks, but
okay.
It's fun.
Yeah. Nothing you said sounds fun. Now, you went to the White House for Easter, did you not?
Last year I went, I went, they asked me to do the Easter egg roll, and I went because I was super excited, and I'd never been invited to the White House. I went to the White House one other time, and but so this was my second time to the White House, and I got to take a picture with Obama, and I'm pretty sure we're kind of like good friends, but I'm not. Because it was kind of like he waved at me and he kind of winked, and my friend was like, "Oh my God, he winked at you," and then he hugged me and he said, "Hi, Reese." And I was like, yeah, I'm into it. And I'm pretty sure if, things were different and he didn't have like the busiest job in the world, we'd probably be buddies.
Really? You really think you got that vibe?
Yeah, and Michelle and I forget about it. We're like girlfriends from way back.
What was the first time you met him? You said it was for a movie, I think.
Yeah, Paul Rudd and I were making a movie in Washington called How Do You Know? And we went and we were just like, let's take a tour of the White House. And we ended up taking a tour, and then they sent us a message that the president wanted to meet us. And so we had to scurry over to the West Wing. I was like, oh my God, can you believe this is happening? He's like, I can't believe this is happening. And my ears started sweating, my knees were sweating. And we met him, and we went into the Oval Office, and Paul became silent, which is hard to imagine because he talks a lot.
Yeah.
And then I started talking a mile a minute because that's what I do when I'm really nervous. I'm sure you can't tell. and he goes, what are you doing here? And I started making a movie with Paul Rudd. And he goes, yes, I see. Paul is here. And I said, yes, that's right. And I'm making a movie with Owen, and I totally froze, and I could not remember. I was making a movie with Owen Wilson. I could not remember.
You couldn't remember his last name?
I couldn't even remember his name. So if Paul goes, Wilson! I was like,
so he
yes!
So he said nothing at this point, and then suddenly just, Wilson!
Wilson! I was like, yes, Owen Wilson, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
And we walked out, and Paul and I were pretty convinced that at that point we would definitely be best friends with the president.
I'm sure you would be.